Okay, so welcome everyone to your evening meditation. Just giving yourself the next half an hour time out to just reconnect, re-energize, refresh. Take a little time out of your day. So going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next half an hour. Putting your phone on mute or silent. Sitting comfortably, back reasonably straight. Feet shoulder width apart. Cup your hands in your lap. And close your eyes. Start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. So filling up the lower stomach. Blowing that up like a balloon. Then into the heart center. To the upper chest and the head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Scan your mind and just noticing any obviously distracting thoughts or emotions. Anything you're carrying from the day. Maybe it's something long-standing. So notice the quality of thoughts. Are they happy, uplifting, peaceful, energizing, or the opposite, contracting, limiting, upsetting, disturbing? Just notice how you feel mentally, physically. Notice how it shows up in your body. And if it's not pleasant, just choose to let it go now with your breath. So as you exhale, just blowing all of this mental and emotional static out with the breath. Imagine it's leaving you like a dark gray or black smoke out of your mouth. Pull the lower stomach into the spine so you're completely empty. And then just pause and be still. Notice there's this exquisite stillness that arises in the gaps between breaths. Just a calmness and emptiness and openness. So just keep breathing, nice deep inhale. Through the nose, you fill up the lower stomach, smoothly into the chest and into the head. Feel a subtle life energy rising up from the lower stomach and spine to your chest, your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Connect with the stillness. And when you exhale, just make a little sighing sound in the back of your throat. Keep your mouth closed. So you're fogging sunglasses. It's called the Ujjayi breath in yoga. Notice the vibration of that, chest and the stomach sucking back in, the air flowing out of the nostrils. Okay, and pause. Notice this exquisite stillness that arises in the gaps. And then repeat the cycle. So breathing in, stomach and chest rise. Feel the subtle flow of life energy rising up from the lower stomach and spine into your chest, your heart center, into your head. Pause at the top of the inhale. Appreciate the stillness for a few moments. And then you exhale. Sigh it all out. Air flows out of your nostrils. The energy subsides back down to your lower stomach and spine. And just repeat the cycle. So just breathing in, pausing, breathing out. It's nice, deep, smooth, rhythmical pattern of breathing. And you're letting yourself get more and more relaxed with each breath. Just going a little bit deeper with every breath into this lovely, peaceful, calm, relaxed state of mind. Let the breath just take you there. Open your mind to these ideas I'm going to share with you. Just keep watching your breath as you listen and letting the words just permeate in to a deeper part of your mind. So you don't have to try and understand them, intellectualize them, evaluate them, analyze them, criticize them, judge them, resist them. These are all activities of the ego mind. You're just very calm, very still, and just allow them to permeate in, sink into your subconscious like pebbles, dropping into a very still, calm lake on a windless day. And the ripple effects, because your mind is so still, are noticeable. So just listen in this way, keep watching your breath to anchor you into this nice, calm, open, spacious awareness. Let the words just sink in. So I'm going to read you a little preliminary passage from What is the Christ? A little sequence that precedes the series of lessons we're on at the moment. Answers this question, what is the Christ? Which is a very good question, actually. There's a lot of confusion about what the term Christ actually means, a lot of misinterpretation. In case you're not familiar with the Course in Miracles, it's the work of Jesus. So he was called the Christ, that was his title. So let's hear what he has to say about what is the Christ. Keep watching your breath as you listen to these profound words. So Christ is God's Son, or if you prefer, love's extension. God's Son and love's extension mean the same thing. As he or it created him. He is the self we share, uniting us with one another and with God as well. And you can always substitute God for love, so with love as well works equally well. Christ is the thought which still abides within the mind that is its source. It has not left its holy home, nor lost the innocence in which it was created. It abides unchanged forever in the mind of God. Christ is the link that keeps you one with God, one with love, and guarantees that separation is no more than an illusion of despair. For hope forever will abide in him. Your mind is part of his, and he is of yours. He is the part in which God's answer lies, where all decisions are already made and dreams are over. He remains untouched by anything the body's eyes perceive. Although in him is farther placed the means for your salvation, yet does he remain the self who, like his Father, knows no sin. Father means source, creator. Don't get hung up on the terminology, just understand that these words are pointers, signposts to ideas, to a state of mind. And if they do that for you, you use whichever word works for you, then the word is serving its true purpose. Just keep watching your breath, getting very still, calm, empty and aware. And let's continue with this short passage. So home of the Holy Spirit and at home in God alone, does Christ remain at peace within the heaven of your holy mind? This is the only part of you that has reality in truth. The rest is dreams. Yet, will these dreams be given unto Christ to fade before his glory and reveal your holy self, capital self, and the Christ to you at last? Just pause, reflect on that a bit. So your higher self, your holy self, capital S self, is the Christ in you. And this has been called many things in different spiritual traditions. Our higher self, soul, the Atman, Christ self, Buddha nature. The words are not important. It's the idea they point to, the higher self concept, self that is beyond sin, self that is perfect, completely loving, which no fear, hatred, anger, and attack, no guilt, sin, projection, none of these movements of the egoic mind exist in the Christ. So the Holy Spirit reaches from the Christ in you to all your dreams and bids them come to him to be translated into truth. He will exchange them for the final dream, which God or love appointed as the end of dreams. For when forgiveness rests upon the world, and peace has come to every son of God, every extension of love, what could there be to keep things separate? For what remains to see except Christ's face? And how long will this holy face be seen? When it is but the symbol that the time for learning now is over, and the goal of the atonement, or the at-one-ment, as I prefer saying it, has been reached at last. So therefore, let us seek to find Christ's face and look on nothing else. As we behold his glory, for we know we have no need of learning or perception or of time or anything except the Holy Self, the Christ, whom God created as his Son, whom love created as its extension. Just pause, keep watching your breath, just reflect on that. Christ is simply your true self, your true nature, that unites you with love. And that is its true function and purpose, that self-concept, identifying with the Christ. That identity is what will save you. That identity will bring you only peace and love and happiness and joy. And all negativity will be banished from your mind. So let's move on to practicing some 272. Start off by taking a nice deep breath in, filling up the lower stomach. So imagine you breathing into the belly button. Second phase of the breath into the heart center. Feel this subtle life energy rising up from the lower stomach and spine to your heart center, chest, your head. Pause in the top of the inhale. And just say, how can an illusion satisfy me? God's Son, or love's extension. That's what you are. How Can illusion satisfy God's Son, who is love's extension? And the answer is they can't really. Let's hear what Jesus has to say in response to this question. So exhale. As you exhale, just a sense of releasing your own belief in, your own attachment to or investment in illusions. These are illusions or anything seemingly external to you that you think can satisfy you. So that might be a person, relationship with a person, a place, traveling to a place, a job, money, things that money can buy, material possessions, experiences, pleasurable experiences, adventure. Illusions show up in many, many ways. But they have one thing in common. They are all illusory, they are false, and they will not satisfy you. Only the truth will satisfy you. So, just breathing in, as the stomach and the chest rise, subtle flow of air into the nostrils. Also sip of air into the head. Pause there in the stillness. Say this little prayer, addressing your own higher self, source of your mind. Say, Father, the truth belongs to me. My home is set in heaven by your will and mine. Can dreams content me? Can illusions bring me happiness? What but your memory can satisfy your Son, your extension, which is you? I will accept no less than you have given me. As you exhale, blowing all these illusions that you identified out. Letting them all go like a dark gray or black smoke out of your mouth. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. And say, I will accept no less than you have given me. I am surrounded by your love, forever still, forever gentle, and forever safe. God's Son must be as you created him. Just breathing nice, deep, slow, rhythmical breaths. The breaths take you deeper and deeper into this lovely, peaceful, calm, gentle, safe place that the lessons just referred to. Which is nowhere outside of you, it's in your own mind. Keep watching your breath. So with the help of the breath, just pass illusions by. And if you hear temptation call to you to stay and linger in a dream, temptation shows up in many ways. It's always a temptation to make something or someone in this world real, to judge them as real, to attack them often, think about them, create a problem for yourself. Truth is, if it's all illusion, then why would you want to stay and linger in a dream? So turn aside and ask yourself if you, the Son of God, could be content with dreams. And heaven can be chosen just as easily as hell. And love will happily replace all fear. And then just rest in the stillness and the quietness for a couple of minutes. Remind yourself there's really nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, nothing else to think about. For the next 2 minutes of silence, just breathe, relax, be still, watch the breath. Invite this presence in by saying, how can illusions satisfy God's Son, love's extension? And then you just exhale, sinking deeper with each breath, deeper and deeper into this still, calm, quiet, gentle, and safe place in your mind that lies completely beyond delusions. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to go, nothing else to think. The next 2 minutes, just breathe, relax, be still. Sink into this place in your own mind, way, way beyond delusions. The next 2 minutes of silence. And so just gently coming back to an awareness of the body through the breath, same way we entered the meditation and come out of it. So noticing the stomach rise as you breathe in, chest rise, subtle flow of life energy rising up to your chest and into your head. Pause. Notice that this exquisite stillness, hopefully you're just deeply connected with, is still very much there. Hasn't really gone anywhere. And then you exhale, sigh it all out. There's the air flowing out of the nostrils, chest and stomach sucking back in, the energy moving back down from the head down into the chest and the stomach, subsiding back to the ocean of your breath. So that's 1, 2, breathing in again. Just notice as you do that, the weight of your body pressing down into the chair, wherever you're sitting, feet touching the ground. And there's a subtle taste in your mouth, smell in your nose. Notice what you're hearing. Just noticing all these things from this very still, calm place. There's no attempt to judge, label, name, interpret any of it. Just allow it to be as it is. It's the mental commentary, the judgments we make that get us into trouble. So you're just practicing non-judgmental perception by doing these little mind training exercises at the end of session. The truth is, you really don't know what anything is for. It's one of the lessons, earlier lessons in the course. Also letting go course. I do not know what anything is for. If I don't know what anything is for, how can I judge it truly? If I think it's has a purpose which it doesn't really have, then everything that I think and perceive related to everything is going to be wrong. This is the situation of the ego. This is why the world doesn't really work. So we're always judging, and we're judging incorrectly. A wrong frame of reference. Frame of reference makes separation real. So 3, open your eyes, just look around. So now all your senses are engaged, including your sight, which is the most dominant for most people. And you just look around, you let your eyes just rest on whatever they happen to rest on. Make no attempt to label anything, judge it, just allow everything to be, move on, going up, down, sideways, around. And you start to see everything the same. And there's this underlying background of peace. The monkey mind is no longer, oh, that's something, and that's something, oh, I'd like some of that. And you quiet the monkey mind. It's not jumping around and trying to give you kinds of random instructions. That's when you lay illusions aside and you find a deeper sense of satisfaction. It's not of the world, it's in you, it's who you really are, the source of your being. It's the only thing that can truly satisfy you. It's what Course in Miracles is saying. It's what every great spiritual teaching and teacher has taught through the ages. Only the inner essence of who you are will ever satisfy you. Anything else is a substitute for that. It's therefore illusory, made up by the mind, but not real. It doesn't know real existence. And so, of course, it's going to disappoint you. So just practice this idea for the rest of the evening. Use it frequently, ideally every hour, and in response to anything that upsets you or disturbs your peace, you can use it just to interrupt that pattern. For those in the WhatsApp groups, I've sent you a shorter recording that you can use to help you practice this. If you're out there on YouTube, it only takes a moment, just a breath, the pause, you breathe in, a miniature version of what I've shown you, guided you through tonight in this meditation. You bring to mind whatever's disturbing you. You look, you notice the thoughts, you notice the emotions. You apply today's idea, you say, how can these illusions satisfy me? God's Son, love's extension, they can't. So the choice becomes obvious. You just let it go with a breath. You blow it all out. Just releasing your psychological and emotional investment in and attachment to whatever illusions tempt you. And that should keep you in a very peaceful state of mind, give you a very good night's sleep, which is what I wish for you. So thank you for listening, and I hope to connect with you tomorrow. We're doing another meditation tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. BST, British Summer Time, 6 p.m. SA time. I'll stream live on YouTube, so join me then. Thanks for listening. Peace.